Hello everyone, welcome back to HTML Mastery course. This is day 10 and today lesson we are learning HTML5 form validation, one of the most important topic for creating professional web forms. Imagine a user enter an empty name, an invalid email address or incorrect phone numbers. So without validation, your website may receive incorrect or incomplete data. So HTML5 provide built-in validation features that help us verify user input before the form is submitted. So today we will learn required field, minimum maximum values, pattern validations and placeholders. Let's begin with the first topic, required field. The required attributes make an input field mandatory. In a simple word, users cannot submit the form until they enter a value in that field. So this help ensure important information is never left empty. Let's create a simple registration form. In this example, full name is required, email address is required and password is also required. So now imagine the user click the registration button without entering anything. The browser immediately display a validation message such as please fill out this field. So let's run any browser. So now I am going to click here registration button. So now the message is please fill out this field. So now I am entering here Ali and then again click the registration button. Then again I get this message please fill out this field. So this form will not be submitted until all required field contain data. So real world example, when you create an account on Facebook, Instagram, Gmail, you cannot register without entering your name, email and password. So these fields use validation similar to the required attributes. Begin with the second topic, min and maximum value. So the min and max attributes define the minimum and maximum value allowed in an input field. They are commonly used with number inputs, date input, range slider. So this help restrict user input within a specific range. Let's create a form that accepts age information. So here is the minimum age is 18 and maximum age is 16. So valid input is 18, 25, 45 and 60. And the invalid input is 10, 15, 75, 100 and so on. So if a user enter a value outside this range, the browser will show a validation error. So let's run any browser. So here I am going to enter 15 and now I'm going to click the submit button. So the message is value must be greater than or equal to 18. So now I'm going to here enter 65. So value must be less than or equal to 60. And now the next is 40 value. So now the value is accepted. So min and maximum value attributes help control the range of acceptable input. Let's learn about pattern validation. The pattern attributes allow us to validate data using a specific format. It uses a regular expression to define rules for user input. In a simple word, user must enter data that match a predefined pattern. Let's see an example. Here we have a two input field, one for full name and second for phone number. So here is the pattern for full name, capital A to Z and small a to small z. So this is the acceptable alphabet and here is the range of the accepted alphabet, means minimum 4 and maximum 10, and that fields mark as a required also. So this pattern means only letters are allowed, minimum 4 characters, maximum 10 characters. So valid input is Ali is not a valid input, it's a 3 character, Sarah, Johnson and so on. And invalid input is A1, I, 1, 2, 3, 4, at the right Ahmad, AB and so on. So if the user enter invalid data, the browser display an error message. So let's see an phone number input field. So here is the pattern for phone is 0 to 9 digit and here is the length is 11 digits. So the pattern required exactly 11 digits. Valid is 0300 and then 1 2 3 4 5 6 7. So that is the valid. And invalid is 300 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 and then include dash and then include ABCN. So that is the invalid. So let's run any browser. Here is the full name. So now here I am going to enter Ali. So Ali is the 3 character. Please match the request format. Now I am going to enter Ali Khan. Let's enter Sarah and submit. So enter name is accepted. Then the phone number is, now I am going to enter the phone number, that is also accept. So now let's add some ABC and now then submit. So here is please match the request format. So real world uses cases, username validation, phone number validation, CNIC validation, employee ID validation, postal codes, and so on. So the pattern attributes ensure that data follow a specific format before submission. Let's learn about placeholder. The placeholder attributes display a hint inside an input field. It helps user understand what information should be entered. So the text automatically disappear when the user start typing. Let's see an example. Initially user see enter your full name inside the input box. When they begin typing, the placeholder text disappears. So in this form, name field guide the user, email field show the expected format, and phone field show how to enter a number, and text area explain what content to write. So this improve user experience and reduce confusion. Let's run in a browser. So now here I am going to write the name. So now the placeholder is guided me enter your full name. So my full name is Ilyas Khan and my email is elyas.khan at something and this. And here guided me how to enter your phone number. So now I am going to enter some phone number. Write your message here. So real world example. Search bar often use placeholder, search product. User instantly understand what to do. So the placeholder attribute provide helpful hints and improve form usability. If you found this tutorial helpful, do not forget to like the video, leave a comment, subscribe to Ilyasoft, and share this course with your friends who want to learn web development from scratch. So thank you for watching and I will see you in the next lesson. Happy coding.